Hey everyone, it is Sunday morning. I'm just checking out of my hotel, Super 8 in Fort Collins, and I'm gonna have quite a day today. So first thing I'm gonna do, since I'm in Colorado, I'm gonna go down to the Micro Center because we don't have anything like that in the Northwest, and it's always fun to go check out, see what they got. After that, I'm gonna probably charge my car a little. Then I'm gonna head down to the Colorado Wolf and Wildlife Center for a bit. Then after that, I'm going to come back and check into my hotel. So I'm going to be busy for most of the day today. So hopefully I get a little bit more content than I have the last few days or the last few legs of this trip. So let's go ahead and get going.
Oh, was that the one that they were? Oh, okay. Okay, so you guys didn't.
Just got done in Micro Center. It's always fun walking around there, but man, their prices. They wanted $3,000 for an RTX 5090 and like close to $2,000 for a 5080, which is just absurd. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go charge my car first or go get some food. I'm gonna go to Whataburger because we don't have anything like that in the Northwest, and I absolutely love going there. So I think food will be first, then charge my car, then try to check in with my hotel. I did get a reservation for the Wolf and Wildlife Center at 4:15, so I got about 4 hours before that happens. So let's see what happens. So I just got done eating. I had the Pico de Gallo burger, and that was absolutely delicious. I also had the banana pudding shake. It was great as well. Fries were very salty, not a fan of it. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be eating at Whataburger for a few days since I'm going to be down here for a while. So now I'm going to go ahead and charge my car, and then I'm going to head to the Wolf and Wildlife Center. So yeah, let's get going. So this is one of the better superchargers I've seen. So let me show you. So this is literally right at a gas station, and there's a restaurant inside here, this Maverick. You can see the gas station and the Tesla chargers. And the Whataburger I just ate at is literally like right behind me over here somewhere. This is what I would like to see at more superchargers, like have them in the same parking lot as a gas station or something that has all these amenities nearby. The funny thing is I'm not actually doing anything since I just ate, so I'm probably just gonna sit in my car for 10 minutes while it charges. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna let it charge and then I'm gonna head off to the Wildlife Center.
Alrighty, I'm gonna keep the speaker off so I don't overdo these guys, but let me know if you can't hear me. I do have a pretty loud voice, I think. But this is Scarlet, and we have Rhett, who's also in the cabin. Hi, buddy. Welcome. So Rhett and Scarlet here are the male and female red foxes. So So this is Kenai. Kenai is a British Columbian wolf. He just turned 12. He's not our oldest wolf, but he is just gorgeous. Kenai is also the only wolf, unfortunately, by himself on the trail today. This enclosure is the cutest thing you'll see on 4 legs. The little lady in front of you is Miss Cocoa Bean. Coco is a 5-year-old New Guinea singing dog. If you Alrighty, you guys probably recognize these two. They are coyotes, or coyotes, as we'll call them. The one on the left is Cricket, she's the female, and the one on the right is a little bit bigger, a little bit darker in color, that is the male, that's Kit. Now these guys, coyotes, are about 5 years old as well, but many of you have probably seen one, or at least one, in your lifetime. There you go. What's up, baby? So this is Miss Tala, she is the queen of our center. She just turned 16 years old. She is our oldest wolf on the property, about 60 pounds. She's also our smallest wolf, but she is awesome. Careful! You're so fast! Alrighty, folks, I kind of fibbed. They're technically not puppies anymore. They just turned 2 years old. Alrighty, guys, so I'm not expecting them to actually come over. So folks, this is Amarak and Luna. Amarak is the wolf in the enclosure. Luna is the wolf dog. So we talked about them already, but Amarak is special. He was a rescue from the illegal wildlife trade. He was actually found wandering the streets of Medellin in Colombia, South America. Now, if you know anything about wolves, they are not found in the southern hemisphere. That is not their native range, because think about how hot and humid it is down there. And in the wintertime, they develop a coat that's 6 inches thick. So imagine that when he was down there. But also, he was the only wolf in all of South America for 3 years. Thank you, Cody. All right. So that's Issa. That's Raksha. Yeah, hi, buddy. He is also 9 years old, but he's a unique one because he was born white. Arctic wolves are not typically born white. They're actually born black or brown. Because in the springtime, they're born between March and May, so all the snow would melt in the tundra where he's from. So if he's that color as a puppy, he probably wouldn't do very well. Unfortunately, that's basically a spotlight to say, come eat me. Now, it's very rare, but threats to Arctic wolves do include, of course, climate change and, of course, the oil and gas industry. But a threat that does include, basically, if they were white in color on this kind of tundra or kind of this kind of ground, is polar bears. Now, usually apex predators kind of avoid each other, but obviously desperation comes to it. If a wolf puppy's nearby, obviously that polar bear's probably going to take it. Again, very rare, but it does happen. But he is leucistic, so he's not fully albino. He does have a pink nose, it's very cute, but he does have that black eyeliner around his eyes. Maybe it's Maybelline, who knows. But he has the melanin in his skin that absorbs heat. Now, Linda here, hi, she used to be what a raven is currently doing, but she retired at the ripe old age of 2 years old. Because when they turned 2, like I said, they've been sure, they also developed that neophobia that I mentioned with the coyotes. So she got afraid of everything, including her own shadow. We don't force her to come out if she doesn't want to, so she's like, I want to stay here. We said, okay, fair enough. But if you ever want to come back, as long as you're at least 18 years old, fill out our criteria. We do hold educational programs where we take you inside the enclosure, where she'll lay in your lap and give you the best French kiss you never asked for. These are my last 2 wolves, my other babies. So the gray one is Denali, the black one is Rain. Rain also likes to egg Orenda on. They hate each other, so it's gonna be fun. But, excuse me, Denali is Nanook's brother. So these, all 4 of those, Raven, Nanook, Rain, and Denali, all were raised together. Rain actually did a great job raising 3 puppies by herself. And the story goes, we took her on a walk one day. I was actually on that walk. She got so excited to see the puppies. She looked at me and she said, Dad, that boy, those boys, that girl, so cute. Can I go say hi? I said, oh my God, okay. Teenage wolf wants to say hi to a boy? Fine, we'll go say hi. She went in the enclosure, had a play date, immediately threw up. She didn't actually throw up. She did something called regurgitation. Think of like a mama bird feeding a baby bird. Just partially digested, really chewed up meat, and it's just easier for the puppy to chew. It smells horrible, but it's basically a sign of affection with these guys. So she raised 3 puppies that way, Denali, Nanook, and Raven. But after a year of raising all 3 of them, she said, okay, I can only handle 1 of you. I'm kicking 2 of you out. So she kicked those 2 out, unfortunately. And Denali in here did have playdates with his brother for a while, but unfortunately, when it became more mature, he decided that that's a rival pack now. Because as I said, there's 2 alphas in every pack. It's not always the biggest and the strongest. It's usually the most experienced wolves. However, Denali was even smaller than his brother Nanook, but because he felt like Nanook was a threat to Rain, he did become somewhat aggressive towards his brother, unfortunately. Nothing happened, thankfully. We noticed it right away, but we couldn't have them have playdates anymore, unfortunately. It was very sad, but it was just for everyone's benefit. They're like, where's the food? Give everyone in Denali and Rain especially a round of applause. They just put on a show for you. Oh, very good. He said happy Father's Day to everybody. So, thank you all so much. It's been a great tour.
All right, so I just got to my hotel and checked in, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the Wolf Center I was just at. Absolutely amazing experience. If you get a chance, you're in Colorado to go see it, go do it. It was just amazing. I think it was better than the Grizzly and Wolf one in Yellowstone I saw. So yeah, definitely recommended. So I'm gonna go take all my stuff in. This is a fairly nice hotel. It looks like lots of amenities all around it. So I shouldn't have any issues getting food or anything else. So I'm gonna go pack my stuff in and I don't know, figure out what to do next. Future editing me, I was gonna go ahead and just do a quick walk through this room, but I've been here now for 2 days and I've actually been pretty impressed to the point where I think it was worth spending a little bit more time showing you around what's actually in this hotel. So let me show you. All right, so walking in the room, first thing you notice is it has very high vaulted ceilings, which I like a lot. You look over to your left, you have a full closet. Well, I don't know about full, but it's pretty big. A bunch of shelves, your iron. Over to the right, you have your air conditioning unit. Another light here, big window for lots of light to get in. There's a switch here. I have no clue what this does. Another one over here, I have no clue what it does. This one does control the lights. So that's your overhead one there, and that one over in the corner. Coming over to the bed, you got a little cubby for stuff, whatever. What I liked is the amount of outlets this thing has. So you got 2 USB and 2 regular outlets. Then up here, you have another regular outlet on the light. And this light actually has 2 switches, one for the top light and then one for the bottom light, which is kind of nice. Right here, you got the couch, which is okay. I actually slept on it last night, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So for your bed, you have a queen bed, or I think that's a king bed actually. It's probably fine for most people, but with my back, it caused me issues. That's why I slept on the couch. So it's not horrible. For most people, it's fine. For me, I couldn't do it. As far as their TV and all that goes, so first off, here is their internet speeds. It's been actually pretty consistent the whole time I've been here, so it's not bad. Another thing I do like, once again, 3 outlets, 2 USB for charging. So that is really nice. Initially, this TV they had in here was a 55-inch 4K TV. Unfortunately, it broke on me the first night and they had to replace it, which they were pretty good about. They did it fairly quickly. They came in, determined it was broken, and then swapped out this LG TV. Unfortunately, it's only a 1080p TV, but you know, it's a vacation. Who cares? Over here, you have another couple power switches or power outlets. Nice big desk area. Chair is okay. You got your phone. You got another kind of cubby area to put your stuff in. All your modern art stuff. You have the light, which you can already, you know, that's controlled by the door. And then you have another charging, I think it's a reading light. And I don't know. Oh, yep, it does work. Just had to move it, I guess. With USB and 2 regular power plugs. Then you have your air conditioning. So that unit over here on the wall, that is actually all controlled right here, which is actually pretty nice, and it's kept this room pretty cool in almost 100-degree weather. Going over to the kitchen area, you have a full fridge, which is very nice. Bunch of shelves or cabinets up top, nothing in there, but your shelves are nice. They have, you know, some dishes here for you to use, a toaster, coffee machine, ice bucket, cups. You have a dishwasher, a sink. They give you some paper towels, a what's called cooktop stove, and then there's some drawers with like silverware and stuff in it, cooking utensils. Let me see if I go down here if I remember right. Yeah. And then I think there's a little pan down here too. So definitely not bad for if you want to eat in. Going over to the bathroom, they have this big barn door, which is pretty nice actually. It moves really easy. A pretty big bathroom actually. You got the nice mirror with the light around the edges. I really like these. Just standard sink. They gave you lots of towels. It's regular, you know, toilet. Nice big walk-in shower. I did like this. The only problem was the water pressure was a little low. It is kind of unique because over here, so you have the head of the shower up here, but then down here you have the faucet, so you can turn it on without getting yourself wet. And then of course there's the shared conditioner and soap up here. I am super impressed with this place. I did not pay much, and this is a pretty nice room, I would say. So I'm gonna probably go jump in the pool next. Let me show you real quick what we got outside. So we got a shade here. Is this? Oh, it goes this way. Okay. Oh, we got a couple of them. Okay. Let's do this one too. So I am on the ground floor, but we're like right in the middle of a strip mall or right next to it. So you got stuff all over here. And by the way, there's 2 entrances to this place. This one confused me because this says Mainstays right here, the one, the overhang you see. And the front one says Comfort Inn, but you have to go to the Comfort Inn one to check in. It's kind of weird. Only thing I don't like is there's no door going out. I have to go outside and go back in through the front door, or through the front door of the Mainstays entrance that I just showed you to get to like the pool and everything. So I'm gonna go walk around and explore the place. So I'm about to go check out the pool area. It is raining and thundering and hailing out right now. So yeah, got my hoodie on. I'm gonna see if I can get out there without getting too wet. Not a horrible fitness center. A couple of treadmills. I might use those. I really need to. It's been about a week. Some free weights. Oh, they actually got a bench, TV, water, towels. Not too bad. See if I can find the pool. I'm still looking. Okay, so I found the pool, but it was pretty full at the moment, and it's not that big. So it's open till 10 o'clock. I'll go back later and get some video of it. For now, let me see if I can hook up my laptop to this TV and see how well the Wi-Fi works. All right, so this is hard to see, but behind the TV, they have an extension for your HDMI. And they also have a Chromecast plugged in. You can't see it, it's hard to see. But yeah, that's looks like that's all there. So I'm gonna go try to plug in my laptop. All right, TV is all hooked up to my laptop. Internet speed is nothing great, but 10 down, 10 up is serviceable, I guess, for just being at a hotel. What I was really shocked about though is this is a 4K TV. You know how rare it is to see that? Let me go ahead and show you. Though I think my HDMI cable is holding me back because this cable is a pretty cheap one that I got years ago. So right now you can see a 3840 by 2160. Only problem is if I go to advanced display, if I change this to 60 instead of 59.94, it loses all the picture to it. That and there are some lines going across the screen. The camera isn't picking them up apparently. Oh, wait. No, the camera isn't catching it. Oh, there it is, right up at the top there above Samsung. You can see that those lines. I think that's my HDMI cable doing it, but not a big deal. I'm not even gonna notice that when I'm sitting 10 feet away, you know, on the bed. So I am down at the Focus on the Family headquarters. I've wanted to come here for a while. Growing up, I used to listen to a audio drama called Adventures in Odyssey, and I've gone back and I've listened to a few of them over time, and I thought it still held up pretty well, a lot of the episodes. So they apparently have a recreation of one of the places called Wits End inside of it. So I wanted to go in here and take a look at it. I have briefly before, but I didn't spend much time or record anything, so I want to kind of do that this time. So I'm going to head on in and take a look around. All right, so I just got done in there, and it was pretty fun. I was kind of underwhelmed, honestly. I thought like the Wits End area could have been a little bit bigger, but it was honestly just kind of a little tiny store area where they had a little bit of food. So it's still worth seeing once. I got a whole video of me walking through the whole thing. I'll post that separately. I'm gonna head over to Shields next. So I watch another YouTube channel called Jace2, and they're constantly going in there for stuff, and it looked like a pretty cool store. I wanted to just go check out since I'm here in Colorado anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and head over there, maybe get some food because I am hungry. Yeah, I'll see you guys there. So right before I got to Shields, I noticed there was a Whataburger, and I'm hungry, and I love Whataburger since we don't have any in the Pacific Northwest. So I pretty much eat there any chance I get when I'm down here. So I'm gonna go get some food, and then I'll continue on to Shields. This place really is massive, geez.
First day of January in the year of our Lord 1863. All persons held as slaves within any state or designated part of a state, the people whereof shall then be in rebellion against the United States.
So I'm all done with Shields. That was a pretty fun experience actually in there with the aquarium, or whatever you want to call it, up front, the Ferris wheel, all kinds of stuff that was really fun to look at. So I just got back to my hotel. I'm actually just got changed. I'm going to go to the gym. I've been lazy and I've not been in a week, and I really need to with all the garbage I've been eating. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to come back and hopefully get some video of the pool, because I'm going to hit the pool afterwards. We'll see. It is slightly earlier. It's usually in the evenings when everybody's in it. So we'll see. So I just got done working out at the Planet Fitness here in Austin Bluffs, I think. Man, you people who live in Colorado, I got a lot of respect for you. I was sucking air so hard out here. This elevation is absolutely killing me. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head back to my hotel, take a shower, then jump in the pool. Then maybe I can get some pictures or video of the pool. So I just got back to my hotel, and I forgot to mention last night when I was watching the TV, it just outright died on me. I told them this morning they had maintenance come out, and it looks like they did replace the TV actually. It's kind of disappointing. It's a little bit smaller TV, and it's not a smart TV like the other one was. But at least they were good about bringing it out. I don't know if it's a 4K or not. It probably isn't, I'm betting. But it's better than nothing. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and take that shower and go to the pool. So the pool is pretty small. The hot tub is not great one bit. Like, I'm gonna turn it on. I'll let you see the gosh dang it, I can't think of the word for it. But let me show you. So I just turned it on. The jets, that's the word I was looking for. So yeah, I don't know if it's like, it is on right now. Still wait, there we go. There goes one of the jets. And that's pretty much it. So it's nice and clean in here for the most part, but it's a really small pool and it could be better. Okay, so now that I've had my what's called workout, shower, hot tub, all that stuff, I'm gonna go get something to eat. There's a Hawaiian place like L&L or something like that down the road, so I'm gonna go ahead and give that a try, see if it's any good. Okay, well, one thing I do love about Tesla, when you try to go to a place, it actually tells you reviews and stuff. So I was looking at it and I noticed a lot of the reviews recently have been pretty bad. So I think I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna find somewhere else to eat. Yeah, I'm gonna start looking. Okay, so I found a place called Taco Express, and I went to hit go, and it is literally right in the same parking lot around here somewhere. So I'm gonna walk around and try to find it. So this is how close it is. There it is right there. And right across the street is my hotel. I hate this kind of crap.
Anything else? And a French fry.
So I just made it to the Bass Pro Shops. Yeah, it looks pretty empty, so it should be pretty good for filming around. So yeah, let's head on in. I have birds following me. They want food, I think. Well, the Bass Pro Shop was pretty cool. I was talking to somebody in there. He said the Denver one is even better. Unfortunately, I didn't really see Denver this year because of all the protest stuff, so I passed through. Maybe next year I'll go in and check it out. But this one was really neat. I really liked the aquariums exhibit they had going on. The credit card sales guy at the front was very aggressive trying to sell his stuff. He was a nice guy, and he was really trying to push that credit card. So anyway, that's, I think, pretty much it for my trip. Well, not trip, but here in Colorado. We'll see what else the evening brings. I'm gonna go charge my car, get some food to get. Well, not food. I'm gonna go get another one of those banana pudding milkshakes at Whataburger because they are just too dang good. Anyway, I will update you guys if there's anything else. Okay, I made one more trip out for the night. I'm gonna charge my car up. It's almost 10 o'clock. I remember how I was saying earlier about the prices of charging changing depending on the time of day. So if I charge right now, it's 37 cents per kilowatt hour. If I wait like 3 minutes till 10 o'clock, it drops to 22, so almost half the price. So I'm just gonna sit here for a couple minutes, wait till it hits 10 o'clock, charge. And then I'm gonna stop one more time at Whataburger for another banana pudding shake because those things are amazing. And then I'm gonna go back and pack up, I think. So yeah, I will update everybody whatever happens next. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for here in Colorado Springs. As far as this hotel goes, I actually really enjoyed it. For the price, I think I paid like $80-ish. Not bad for a night. And this wasn't a weekend too, so yeah, not bad at all. Next time I come through Colorado Springs, I'll probably stay here too if the price stays the same. So anyway, I'm going to start packing my stuff up, go to bed, and get out of here. So unless I have another fire alarm thing like at that other hotel, this is going to be it for this video. I will see you guys when I hit Texas and Amarillo.